Hello everyone, this is Enzo Eigen of the Alliance for Loki, and this is the Evil Electro fight. And so this fight is one that a lot of other people have showcased. I'm going in with my newly pulled rank 3 6-star Kitty Pryde. I'm really excited to get to use her and play her some. I'm running her with a pretty cool synergy team. Of course, I have Ghost, which limits the prowess loss for having the miss, and then also Tiger, which allows me at 10 passes to count unblockable. The really cool synergy I find with Professor X and Colossus gives me the poison reduction with Professor X, and he also gives the extra percentage special damage. I really should have used Wolverine, just because then he also gives Kitty Pryde a little extra synergy as well, and also gives the poison resistance. So I like the poison resistance because I am running Suicide, and the Evil Electro node does have a poison node on it too, which is very strong. And so this is Act 6.2.5, and this is with the Mordo mini boss, and this is this bottom path here, and you can see there's the Electro. So what this Electro has on him is this regen, which seems to be a pretty common theme of these evil fights. It also has a really annoying node, which is a global node, Do Not Go Gently, which basically means unless you're intercepting or heavying, you gain these charges, and these charges prevents the defender from dying and puts a pretty big damage attack on you. So really something that's somewhat challenging to play around, but Kitty Pryde does a great job with it, and I have other fights with her on this path that I'll do after this one. So you can see right at the start of this fight, I'm taking huge amounts of damages. There's basically two ways I'm taking damage. One is the, he shocks you back when you hit him, you flex some of the damage. And the other thing is that poison. So that poison is very powerful. And so I have to phase as much as I can just so that poison is not affecting me. And you can see that, of course, when you're phasing, you're immune from all damage. And that big, like 305 tick just disappears. So I'm just trying to, play as aggressively as I can, stay in phase, do some intercepting. You can see the pink Do Not Go Gently charges, trying to keep those to a minimum. I keep on going at him, but you can see I'm not doing much damage. In fact, right there, he's almost healed back up to full, because unless you're hitting him all the time, the regen is quite powerful. So I go ahead and I charge in, and I decide to throw my SP2. I was a little worried I wasn't going to be able to out-damage him enough, and so I knew I was going to have to use my special, so I figured I might as well go ahead and use one now. I probably should have waited till the big poison had dropped off. You can see I take, again, a fair amount of damage from his damage reflection, and the poison was still active from the node. Now that node is gone, and now it's just the master damage poison I still have on me. At this point, I'm sort of watching the amount of damage I'm doing. It's hard to say, but I feel like I'm slightly ahead of his regen. Maybe not by a whole lot, but just enough. And so I think I'm just going to settle into this fight. And since I have the unblockable, just try to keep on hitting him as much as possible and save sort of my special to the end. And so there, he, of course, throws a special, misses me. So you can play really, really aggressive with Kitty, of course, just because, the phase, she's immune to damage. So I'm just like basically doing a 2-hit intercept style and just doing that over and over again. And I'm definitely making a positive effect on his health, or a negative effect in that it's going down. And so there he throws the SP2, it's fine, and I just phase right through it and keep on hitting him. And yeah, everything's going pretty well. I feel like the fight's very under control, and yeah, I just want to do the same thing. And you can see my health is pretty incredible. I was as low as almost 25% health, and now I'm almost back up to half health. And then here we come towards the end, and it's a pretty interesting finish. Let's take a look at it. And so right here, I kill him. But look what happened. It's pretty cool if you think about it. So Kitty has this ability where if she's missed, she actually inflicts this physical damage. And so watch as I finish my combo, and he's at about 5%. I'm rushing in, and he's throwing his special. And he actually has a multi-hit special, and there I miss it, and you see that 5,124. That's the physical damage he causes by missing, so that brings him down from 5% to 2%, and then it happens a second time, because again, it's a multi-hit special, and he's dead. So really, really quite cool how that helped kill him. And it's, it's pretty significant damage. I mean, 10,000 damage, 10K damage just in reflection is pretty amazing. And so yes, that was of course, the Evil Electro fight, but here's a little extra bonus. is that I actually do the paths leading up to, or the fights leading up to that Electro fight, and they are really cool. And so let me just speed by it real quick. Again, it's just choosing my team and everything like I already did, and no sense in seeing that again. Okay, so let's start off with the Loki fight. So this Loki fight is, yeah, it's a very fairly straightforward fight. But again, you're worrying about the do not go gently charges, and he has energize, so he gains extra power. So, again, just trying to get to my 3 prowesses and then start the phase cycle, and trying to do as many intercepts as I can just to keep the do not go gently charges down to a minimum. And so, yeah, it's just a fun fight. I mean, there's nothing too complicated about it, just bait out specials when I can. I probably could have been more aggressive. Still trying to get the use to Kitty Pryde, and I could have charged at her there. I totally decided to get hit by the second special, but it's fine. And yeah, she's just so much fun to play. Again, a really interesting style, and one you can see I'm not really used to playing her yet, just struggling a little bit. I'm always a little bit wary of having them track me down after I dash backwards, and that's a good way of getting hit. I think that's what happened right there. And then when you get hit, of course, you take damage. And so I try to avoid going into a situation. Well, I try to be cautious that when I'm dashing back that he's not following me, because then you can easily get hit. It seems to be one of the things you have to be most careful about with Kitty Pryde. So I do get myself against the wall, which is always a little scary against Loki. I mean, special is easy to deal with, but the problem is this unblockable. SB2 is not so easy to deal with against the wall, and so I'm a little bit worried here. And again, I decided to start phasing the specials more. You can see I have 3 of those do not go gently charges on, so it's a little bit worrisome just because they're just so difficult to deal with sometimes. And I get a couple off through intercepting, and yeah, just trying to decide when I'm blocking, when I'm not. And here we are towards the end of the fight. So I have 2 charges on me. I'm about to kill him, but you can see that the charges proc the first time. Let's watch that ending again. So you can see that when I charge into him, do I have all the charges off? I can't quite see. There's 1 charge there, and let's see what happens. And I hit him and kill him. Oh, because I'm intercepting, I take off the charge. That's what happened. So yeah, just because she's such an intercept style playing champion, it's really good to be able to use her in this do not go gently path because of the intercepts. But you can see right here, this is when, so I have 2 charges right here, and I hit him, and 1 charge dissipates, and it keeps him alive and puts the damage on me as one of his attacks. But you can see that the prowess consumed. That's because it doesn't affect me. It's a little hard to see all this mechanic going, but of course, when you're phased, I'm not affected by the do not go gently charges. And then, for the last one, maybe no, same thing happened. Interesting. So again, the prowess, my phase protected me from the damage of it, and then I just hit him, and there's no more do not go gentlies. So that was, yeah, it's a pretty cool fight. And again, fun, just real fun with Kitty. So that's the first fight on the way to the Evil Electro. Let's look at the next fight. So the next fight is against Emma Frost, and would have been interesting. You do have a synergy with Kitty with Emma. That means she's immune to reverse controls. But I decided I was a little too specific. I would just deal with this fight as is. And so same tactic I'm going to use. Emma's a little tricky because, again, she has the diamond form, so she's immune. And also, of course, her specials, reversing controls, which once you get in the rhythm, you're usually okay. But it's easily caught me many times. So at the beginning, I'm still trying to get an intercept. There's 2 good things about an intercept. One, I can't stun her, so I might as well intercept her. And the second thing is that I get 2 charges, 2 of my prowesses when I intercept her. So trying, not doing a very great job of intercepting her. Finally get the intercept, get 2 charges. So I'm almost at phase time, and I just gotta hit her 1 more time. And then she throws a heavy, and fine, now I'm in it. And now I do the reverse controls and go in. Now I just want to build up to the 5 prowess. So, the 10 prowess, so I'm unblockable, and there I am, and unblockable time. And, again, fights is, you can see I've already done a lot of damage, just hitting hard, hitting quick. I'm not really sure what to do with my specials in these fights, to be honest. And there's a really cool thing. Let's see. Let's just stop it for a second and go back to that. So I believe I went the wrong direction right when she throws this special. So she has a bar of power. And one of the things about Emma is, you see the way I charged in there is because I had the inverted controls. But the cool thing is that I'm phased. So even if I go the wrong direction, it treats it as a dash, which makes me phase, which means she misses. And so there, she totally misses. There's my phase in. I get hit by the second part. Yeah, then I dash back, and I think, yeah, I get hit by the second because my phase had ended. And so yeah, it saved me from one, but not the other one. But it's pretty cool that at least it protects you from part of that attack. And once again, going in, you can see my health is really healing up until I decide to get a hit, and then it's not so good. But there it is. And this time I just do the typical reverse control decks against Emma. And yeah, so fight's continuing. Trying to regen health now. I'm at 67% after getting hit. But you can see it's creeping up. Now I'm 69. Now I'm 70. It's really cool the way with the damage masteries you get that willpower healing. It's awesome, in fact. And you know how much I love regen. And so, I think I decided, I can't remember how I finished this fight, but I remember not wanting to throw my specials. And so we'll see if that's true. Do I ever throw a special? Maybe I'll throw my special 3. Yeah, I think keeping Kitty's, especially with the Tiger Synergy charging, keeping her prowess up and doing the unblockable attack is almost all you need. You can see I got caught again with the SP1. Then it's almost not worth throwing specials. And so I just, keep on doing this. And plus it's getting rid of the do not go gently charges because I'm constantly doing the little intercepts. And yeah, just really aggressive play style, just making sure I'm not being fouled. There it is again. That time it went backwards, but I think she hit me close enough to the phase timer that didn't affect me. Okay, we're coming right down to the end. I do have one do not go gently charge on me. She manages to hit me again, and I throw my SP3. Let's see what this does. I can't remember, to be honest. Does it kill her? Does it kill me? Does it kill us both? Get my dragon in here. And he flame broils her, and let's see. So she's not dead, but notice that I was in phase, and so I had one do not go gently on before the SP3, and so now it's gone. I don't take any damage because after the SP3 I am in phase form, and now I go in and I literally just hit into her block, and that 346 is enough to kill her because I don't know, maybe they only have one health left after the do not go gently charge saves them from death. And so whatever it is, it's pretty easy. So basically, yeah, the phase saves you so much against do not go gently because, you're sort of, when you're phased, you don't have to worry about taking damage from that. And the last fight on the way to Electro is Mephisto. And, one of the things that you will know about Kitty's, she's incinerate immune, which is amazing against Mephisto, because that's why Void was always so good, because he's totally incinerate immune. And Hurt Locker is interesting too. It just means I have to be careful, can't throw the same same special twice, and then do not go gently is really the only other thing that's interesting about this. So I'm not really worried about his aura, because it's not going to affect me since I'm incinerate immune. So in I go. And again, always the hardest thing is a little bit building up the 3 prowesses at the beginning. You see I had a weird dash in there. And then again, once again, I've lost my 3 prowesses because I phased that special. And so also at sort of the beginning of the fight, you have to be careful about your prowesses when you're having them miss your with like specials and things like that, because obviously you're going to lose. With the Ghost Synergy, I think you lose a net of just 1, because it's usually, I think it's a weird dynamic. It's like you gain 3 when they miss, but you lose 6 after your phase ends, and so there's a lot going on with him. Ghost, I think, gives you 2 extra when they miss, so it's like you gain 5 and you lose 6, so the net equivalent is losing 1 for each miss. And so I go ahead with the SP2, which is great because I get him right to his regen. This is big damage off the SP2. It's really nice, especially with 20, but now I have to rebuild the prowess again. And so now I get to 3 again. I know I can't throw my SP2 again. And so I don't want to throw the SP1. And I go in again. He misses. I'm just not worried. I have 4 charges on. That's quite a lot. Now I have 5 of the do not go gently charges on. So I have a fair number of charges. And let's see how the end of this fight goes with so many do not go gently charges on. And so now I have even 6 charges on there. So lots and lots and lots. And so he's about dead. And let's see what happens. I'm just tapping him into his block because I don't have my 10 prowesses yet. Okay, I managed to intercept him. I see. I played for the intercept. Interesting. And getting rid of them. Okay, so let's watch here. Let's just analyze this. So there was 3 on him. Did I intercept him? I can't remember. Let's go back and see what exactly had happened with the do not go gently charges. So he has 3 charges on him, and I go in, and I guess they count that as an intercept because I lose 1 charge, and no, I lose all 3 charges. Not exactly sure what the dynamic is there. Let's watch it one more time. Okay, so here I am. 3 charges on the do not go gently. And I go in, and I'm immune, unblockable. That's the incinerate, but the 3 charges disappear. I don't take any damage because I'm phased. And yeah, it looks good. So I don't know if I can quite understand what's going on, but anyway, he has 0 charges left, and I kill him. So that's the last of the Mephisto fight. And so yeah, I mean, Kitty Pryde is super fun. I love playing with her. I think she's an awesome champion. I have a lot to learn about her. She's really good. Here we can fast forward and you can look at some of my disastrous attempts versus the oops, we went right to the end. Oh, that was it. She's yeah, very interesting champion. Very, very cool. Super fun to play. Super cool style. Very powerful. Lots of interesting utility. The phase mechanic is incredible, and I really enjoyed it. And it's been really fun testing different champions. So she and Nimrod I just pulled not so long ago. So I've been really enjoying playing them in these like interesting fights that are around in the game. And so yeah, it's been incredible fun and a good way to learn how to play a champion. So I can only encourage you to do the same. Like, you know, try these different fights with different champions and see how they go, because you can learn a lot. It helps you play the champions better, and it's fun. So hope to see you in another video very soon. This is Enzo Eigen of the Alliance for Loki, wishing you all a very good day. Bonne journée. Bye bye.